Hello guys, today we're giving the unbiased look. Okay, the more serious look of my actual opinion on all 50 states. I made a video about a while back called "The Worst States in America." The America tier list. People just didn't like it. Everyone has like 100 views anyway, so we'll be doing a remake of that video. We're going from for some reason Indiana first to Wyoming. Maybe this person just loves Indiana, but we'll be starting with Indiana going down here. Yeah, this is out of order basically. Arkansas is down here, which would be up here, but we'll go leave it as it is. But Indiana is the first state in America. It's not really, but Indiana is a boring state. You know, maybe or it's like every time you go to Indiana, you just have a bad experience there. It's just that unlucky state. You always are expecting something bad there. Okay, you always something is expecting something horrible to happen there. There's always like some car crash that holds up the roads. There's always something in Indiana. There's always a road closed, so you have to move to a different road to go through Ohio to go to other states or go to Missouri. There's always something in Indiana. And the worst part of Indiana is Gary. Okay, that's when most of the bad things out. It's always freaking Gary. Okay, one of the worst cities in America. Probably it's top five worst states in America probably Gary, Detroit, and several other cities. Indiana just no. At least Indiana has the really great windmills there. Hawaii is probably one of the best states in America. It's expensive, so it's not really a you know it's probably very hard to visit. But Hawaii has a lot of beautiful scenery, volcanoes, a lot of beautiful scenery, a lot of beautiful everything. And then we have the complete opposite of Hawaii. We have California, the whole state of America. You probably that. No, it's still better than Mississippi, but okay, California. No, yeah, I don't like California. Never. It's the embodiment of the certain group of political ideology. Don't want to name them here, but next is Alaska. Alaska is just one of those mixed opinion states. Alaska is a pretty cool state, but there's a lot of bad thing horror stories of Alaska. But every state has its own horror stories, so I can't really discount Alaska based off its horror stories. I wouldn't want to live in Alaska. It's a state that it would be cool to visit, but it's pretty cold. It's pretty dangerous in Alaska. Better watch where you're going in Alaska. So it's kind of it's I do not know. It's B or C. B. Alabama. We all know Alabama is one of the worst states in America. Alabama is known for Mississippi. These states are like the worst states in America. Every list of states by like wealth or any statistic of any state, you usually see Mississippi and Alabama the worst, or second or top 10 worst and everything. Okay, you always see these two states and the worst of America. These states represent the worst of America as well. So these states, you know. Next is Arizona. Arizona, is Grand Canyon Arizona? Grand Canyon, I think it's in Utah, but I think the Arizona has the Grand Canyon. It's a pretty cool state. State that I would want. It'll be pretty cool to go to. There is but some bad. Arizona's a pretty cool state. It has a pretty cool flag. It's a pretty cool state. A lot of cool places. Phoenix is one of the biggest and most booming cities in the world. Next is Colorado. Do not care for Colorado. It's just a boring state with just a bunch. It has actually pretty cool mountains though, but Colorado's basically just mountains here and just a bunch of grassland. I haven't really been, but that's how Colorado sounds like to me. Colorado is kind of like that state that you just don't want to be in. Colorado's a state. It is growing in population, but I don't like Colorado personally. Delaware is kind of that state that everybody forgets about. Do not really know much about Delaware. It's like my least known state in America. Okay, I know the only thing I know of votes for is Democrat. The only thing I know about Delaware is votes for Democrats. All I know Delaware to be. So let's see here. Do not know anything about Delaware. This is a state I don't like. Connecticut. Connecticut used to be a cool state. It used to be a good state, but now it's just one of the lesser states in America. It's now it has like some pretty bad cities in there. Okay, some of the cities in Connecticut are pretty bad. A lot of people are leaving Connecticut, not as much as Illinois or uh, California, but Connecticut's one of the states that people are leaving. Next is Florida. Florida is just one of those states that is just very, 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 very. It's Florida. Okay, Florida has very great climate. It's basically subtropical. It's much better than these two states. And we're in the face that Florida is better than at least Mississippi and Alabama because those are like the worst states in America. You know, Florida is this I can make a whole video about Florida. Okay, Florida does have a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. I can get kind of balance it out. Here put in either B or C tier. Florida is pretty hard, very far away, but Florida is it's Florida. Okay, there's some good places, just put good parts of Florida, and there's some bad parts of Florida. Florida's a very unique state, so I put it. I used to not like Florida because the last time I went there, but I've been there a lot of times, so I can put in B tier. I can't really judge a state based off the last time you went. You gotta judge it based off all the times. And there were some times we went to Florida. I went to Florida that was actually a good time. So Florida is B tier it goes. Georgia, Georgia is the only bad part about Georgia is, Atlanta. Atlanta's, very, very, very difficult to drive through. But that's like every city in America. It's pretty hard to drive through. So you can't really knock Georgia down for Atlanta. Georgia has some pretty great scenery, especially in the mountain areas. Georgia is a very, very great state if you want to visit it. Maybe not Atlanta, because that's what CNN is. But, that's Georgia. It's A tier. Um, Maryland. Maryland is a state that, I know is one of the first states, and it's, by DC, and it has a lot of crabs. That's for sure. It's also known for Baltimore. It's also known for rats. This Maryland, I heard the rest of the state besides Baltimore is pretty, great, so put in C tier. Idaho, Idaho is just one of those states that, there's a reason why a lot of people are moving to Idaho, because Idaho is a pretty chill state. There's really nothing really bad going on in Idaho. Everybody in Idaho is kind of like, Maine. Everybody in Idaho is super happy. Everybody in Idaho is very happy. Now let's get to Illinois, another one of those harder states to live in. I do live in Illinois. Illinois is why, not as infuriating as, California, but there are a lot of people living in Illinois, there's a lot of people, leaving Illinois because of Cook County. Cook County wants to impose their, unfair taxes on everybody because, they think that everybody else in Illinois lives the same unfair living standards as Cook County. Maybe so let's make Cook County pay the higher taxes and make everybody else pay Illinois. Illinois is C tier. If Cook County wasn't so invasive on everybody else in Illinois, if Cook County, I'm gonna stop talking about how bad Cook County, Chicago is, because I can make a 2 hour rant on how bad Chicago is and how Chicago is one of the worst cities in America, and blah 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 blah. Arkansas is a pretty weird state. You can't, it's never been there, but it sounds like it's a slightly better version of Mississippi and Alabama. There's another state you always see in the worst states list. Always you see this state, so I'm putting it D tier. Iowa, Iowa is kind of like the better cousin, the better brother of Illinois. He's like the more behaved, but he's much more peaceful. He's much more fun. He's kind of more generic. He has much less, stuff. Okay, he's kind of like that ignored younger brother that everybody ignores. Iowa's a pretty cool state. If you can ignore the farms, it's a pretty chill state. A lot of people in Iowa are pretty friendly. So, Kansas. Kansas is just boring. There's really nothing special about Kansas. Moving on. Kentucky. Kentucky is really known for one thing. It's really known for its horse racing. It's also known for Mammoth Cave. That's a pretty cool place, so it's B tier. Louisiana. No, I don't like it. Louisiana also is a terrible place. Louisiana. No, Louisiana's better than Mississippi and Alabama. Okay, you know, Louisiana's just Louisiana. It has like it has like one of the worst states in the country. It's like this city in like northern Louisiana. It's just one of the worst states in America. Maine. I think Maine is probably one of the best states in America. Maine, obviously, Maine's people in Maine. I heard people in Maine are super chill. They're very friendly. Maine, It's just Maine. Why would you hate Maine? Massachusetts, same thing. While Massachusetts is pretty, super chill, Boston's, pretty cool city. It's one of the oldest cities in America. So it's BTL. Michigan. Also, Massachusetts is one of the most expensive states to live in, but, you know, that's basically because Massachusetts has higher cost of living. Michigan, Michigan's even worse than Illinois. Michigan is known for, it's kind of like, Illinois' bad, big, bad younger brother. He tried to be Illinois with a city called Detroit, but he really couldn't. It's kind of not. It's kind of like Indiana. Indiana's kind of like Illinois is more branded, boring border, but Michigan is kind of like Illinois is worst border. Okay, Upper Peninsula is pretty fine. It's pretty cool. But when you get to cities like Detroit, the worst city in America, Michigan's home to the worst city in all of America. Besides, top five worst cities. I said, oh yeah, it was one of them was Detroit. Detroit's just an awful, awful place. It's even worse than it's probably the worst city. The worst city in America is in Michigan. So that's why you got D tier. If Detroit wasn't that bad, it would be Michigan would probably be higher than Illinois. But Minnesota is kind of like the more weird border of Illinois. I'm calling all the Midwest states borders of Illinois. It's kind of the weirder but more you know colder border of America. Is Minnesota. I haven't really been to Minnesota. It's C tier. Montana. What do I think about Montana? Montana is a pretty chill state. It's known for. It's where a lot of dinosaurs are from, so I like dinosaurs. It's where T-Rex is from. T-Rex is a pretty chill dudes, pretty chill dinosaur. So cool to see S tier. Montana's S tier for dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. Nebraska, for by Kansas. You both boring states. That's what you guys are. You guys can go together. That's what because Kansas and Nebraska are basically acceptable. Nevada, Nevada actually has some pretty cool mountains. I don't like Las Vegas, but outside of Las Vegas, Nevada's pretty cool. I can't think of it. Man, yeah, Nevada has some pretty cool mountains. Yeah, it's pretty cool. New Hampshire, New Hampshire is basically the safest state in America. There's New Hampshire is like the most expensive state to live in, I think. But no, one of the most expensive states to live in. Only states that are being more expensive is New York. You know, the one who must not be named, and Illinois and Vermont, and I think Massachusetts as well. New Hampshire's a pretty safe state. You can have and of course it's kind of things expensive for safety. It's pretty safe in New Hampshire. You know, Next is New Jersey. New Jersey. Come on, I don't like New Jersey. New Jersey is like one of the worst states in America. New Jersey just completely terrible place. New Jersey is just the worst border of New York. Okay, he's like, I want to be New York, but I can't because I don't have New York City. Okay, I have like really bad cities with very high crime rates. Same thing with New Mexico. New Mexico is, kind of like the very worst version of Arizona. Okay, crime, and, very dangerous, very bad. New Mexico actually ranked as the second most dangerous state in America, only behind Mississippi. It's only behind Mississippi. Okay, that's how bad this state is. That's how awful this New Mexico is. Okay, I don't have any, New Mexico, New York. New York, New York. I have things to say about you, New York. I'm not gonna say them here, but I have things to say about New York, specifically New York City. Not a great place to live in. North Carolina is pretty cool. I do North Carolina. I've only been in North Carolina for like 10 minutes, so can't really judge it. So it's pretty cool as much as I've been to it. So it's A tier. North Dakota. I heard that North Dakota is a pretty cold place and has pretty brutal winters like Minnesota. But a lot of people in North Dakota are pretty. North Dakota is a pretty hard state. Has not a lot of, it's not a pretty easy state to live in, but it's pretty. Well, you don't have to worry about lots of dangerous things. North Dakota. Maybe the occasional bear, the occasional wolf. It's BTL. Ohio, Ohio, Ohio. Ohio is, Illinois' younger brother. He is kind of annoying. He always boasts about his cities, but they all suck. There's Cleveland. There's there's Toledo. If it's, Ohio fought an entire war against Michigan, while they fought an entire war against Michigan over. There's also the only good state, the only decent states in Ohio are Cincinnati and Columbus, which Cincinnati is also the west place of Harambe. So for Harambe's sake, let's put Ohio at A tier because you know Harambe was Ohioan, so of course we gotta pay respects for Harambe. We gotta press F for Harambe. Pay respects. Oklahoma. Oklahoma is like the annoying older brother of Texas. That's what Oklahoma is. He's trying to be Texas. He's trying to say, oh, okay, we're Native Americans. No. Okay, okay, Oklahoma. I actually haven't been there, so I don't really know much about Oklahoma. You know, maybe I have been there in the past, but I just don't remember. But Oklahoma is probably a pretty boring state. It's just like a bunch of desert and stuff. CTO. Oregon, never been there. I heard it was, I know Oregon is known for one thing, and that's one very bad thing. So, but Oregon has some beautiful landscapes, so it's B tier. Wait, that's Pennsylvania? That's it. Wait, yeah, it says Pennsylvania. This is not Pennsylvania. This is this is another state with Pennsylvania's name on it. Yeah, this is South Dakota. This is really the state of South Dakota. Well, okay, we're putting Pennsylvania here. So Pennsylvania is a pretty. If people say it's one of the best states in America, they're not gonna lie. It's A tier. That's Pennsylvania. This is Rhode Island. Rhode Island is a small state, but a lot of people in Rhode Island are pretty chill. One of the more chiller states. Size does not always matter. Okay, Rhode Island is proof of that. So next is South Carolina. South Carolina is pretty great state. Besides South Carolina, but the exception of the statistics for certain communities of South Carolina is a pretty great state. I've been there, pretty great state, so it's BTL. South Dakota, it does have Mount Rushmore, a very iconic spot in America for some of our greatest presidents, in America history. Okay, so of course South Dakota is ATL. But better than North Dakota because South Dakota, Missouri. Oh, Missouri is the one guy who it was kind of like the kind of like one of the brothers of Illinois, but he just fell out over the years and he just became one of those weirdos. No, Missouri I just know for St. Louis, and St. Louis is a terrible place, so it's DTL. Tennessee, Tennessee is a pretty cool state. It's one of the better southern states, so it's B tier. Texas, everything is bigger than Texas. Texas is known for its. Texas is just one of the most unique states in America. It has cowboys and stuff. Very, very, interesting state. Texas is A tier, pretty great state. Utah, okay. I'm sorry for the Mormon joke last time. Okay, giving a tier for Mormons. Okay, I'm sorry for that. But I won't be surprised in the future YouTube removes that video entirely because I made jokes about Mormons and stuff. Utah, I heard is a pretty great state to live in. Pretty good state to live in. So, also Utah is also known for wild animals. Same thing with Colorado, but I still like Colorado. It's just Colorado does not stick with me. Where is Colorado? Where did I put Colorado? Yeah, Colorado is nowhere to be seen. The Utah is a pretty cool state. It's Salt Lake City. It's one of the most unique cities in the world. There's a Salt Lake by Salt Lake City. Vermont is worse than New Hampshire. Nothing else there. Virginia. Virginia is one of the states that just keep getting worse and worse year by year. Okay, but Virginia used to be a good state, but it's just a mediocre state now. There's just really nothing great about it's up for basically this state is basically a lot. It's by DC. There's a lot of politicians from DC. It's very Fairfax County area. This is not good. No, 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 no. Washington State is known for Seattle. Not a good place. Seattle's not a good place. So I don't like Seattle. Not a great place. You make Seattle like this great place, but it really isn't. So let's see here. West Virginia. We gotta get West Virginia. Even though I used to not like West Virginia, West Virginia has it's old country home West Virginia, so it's S tier. It's old country home. Okay, you can't knock it off of. And of course, Wisconsin, probably easily the best state in America. I'm just saying here, best state in America, because Wisconsin people here are super chill. There aren't really many bad places in Wisconsin. There is Milwaukee, but or everywhere else is pretty cool. It's like Georgia, okay, Milwaukee is just not good. It's just not. But it's a city. What you expecting? I'm not a big city guy. So Wisconsin, a lot of people here that tell teas is good, and Wisconsin is just very safe. You don't really feel much. And of course, Wyoming. Wyoming is known for Yellowstone. Yellowstone, pretty beautiful sights, but Yellowstone may end the world someday. But we're giving us some beautiful sights and protecting animals in Wyoming. Wyoming is a tier, so that's my unbiased, my much better state tier list. I'll probably do the same thing with country tier list. Do a country, do a thing. No, I'm not doing the country tier list because it's countries that could be an F tier. We all know like countries like a certain country where the F in it will be on there, and F tier without piss off a lot of people already. So this is the more better tier list of the U.S. states, and that's basically it. Goodbye.